Hello everyone, in this video we are going to discuss about the rotameter. What is rotameter, how rotameter works, what is the construction of the rotameter, how rotameter is installed in the pipeline, that we are going to discuss in this video. Okay, so rotameter is also known as the variable flow meter. Okay, so what is the rotameter? Basically rotameter is a flow measuring device. Okay, it is a mechanical device basically, okay, and which is measure the flow. Now the question is that what is the flow basically? So you will see that the unit of the flow is liter per hour. Okay, it is also cubic meter per hour, and we have also studied about the continuity equation, and the continuity equation say the product of area into velocity is called the volumetric flow rate. Okay, and the unit is cubic meter per hour. Means the flow rate is, or the flow rate means how much amount of the volume is passing through the cross sectional area per unit time is called the flow, right? So the rotameter measures the flow rate. I hope you got my point, what I want to say. Mainly it is used to measure the flow of the gases, for example air, or the liquids, like it could be water, it could be DM water, it could be processed water, right? Or it could be your processed liquid in a pipelines. Now if I talk about the construction of the rotameter, so it is very simple device. Okay, very simple mechanical device. Okay, but sometimes it is also used with the rotameter with transmitter, so that you could simply see the flow reading in the DCS. Okay, now if I talk about the construction, so simply you could see here there is one transparent tube. Okay, this is a tapered tube. This is called the tapered tube. Now what is the meaning of the tapered tube? So simply, if first of all let's understand about the cylinder. This is your cylinder, okay, and this is the center of the cylinder. Now if I say to you what is the radius here, so you will say r, right? Now if I ask you what is the radius here, so you will say r. Means the radius is uniform throughout the top to bottom, right? But in the tapered tube the radius increases from bottom to top, right? Means as the radius increases, so your area is also increases from bottom to top. Are you getting my point, what I want to say? And there is the one scale which you could see, okay, and this scale show you the reading of the flow. And there is one float. Float, simply as the name suggests, the float means when the pressure will be applied at the float or at the bottom of the float, so simply it will be float, means it will go towards the top, right? Mainly this float is made of the PTFE or the SS304. Mainly it depends on the flow requirement, okay, which type of the fluid you are using. I hope you understood about it. Okay, now if I talk about the working of the rotameter, so what is the working of the rotameter? So the working of the rotameter depends on the principle of variable area flow measurement. Okay, as I told you earlier that if you will go from the bottom to top, so your area increases, right? As the area increases, obviously your flow will increase. So it depends on your, or the working principle of the rotameter based on the variable area flow measurement, right? So as the fluid flows through the tapered tube, it creates a pressure differential that lifts the float. Okay, see, there will be your float. Okay, there is your float. Okay, and if I talk about the, okay, there is your float. See, this is your inlet pipe and this is your outlet pipe line. Okay, and this is connected with the flange, for example, right? Now as from here the liquid will enter, so what will happen, that this liquid will push this float, okay, and for example this liquid will have some density and this float will have some density. Okay, now as it will lift, as it will create, like as it will apply some pressure on this float. So obviously what will happen, that this float will go upward, right? This float will go upward. Okay, now there will be one point when what will happen, that see, there is two force is acting. For example, let's suppose at one point of time this is your float. Okay, the one force which is acting on this float is a upward force, okay, which is like which is applied, or which is due to the liquid. Okay, and the second force that is due to this float, or due to gravity. Okay, one force is due to gravity and the second force due to drag, or due to liquid. Okay, so there will be one point when the drag force will be equal to the your gravity force, right? And this is called equilibrium. Okay, and if you will see the flow at that time, okay, so at that time you could measure the flow of your pipeline. Okay, and that's how your rotameter works. Okay, I hope you got my point, and that's why the flow rate is directly proportional to the position of the flow inside the tube. Simply, as your float will goes above, simply your flow rate will increase. As it will goes down, your flow rate will be decrease. So simply the flow rate is directly proportional to the position of the float inside the taper tube. I hope you got this point. I hope you understood about the working of the rotameter, what I want to say. Right? Now there is a one question for you all, and the question is that there will be the buoyancy force or the buoyancy effect works here. Right? Now one question for you all, the question is that like there is the two density, the one density of the liquid or the fluid I say, and the second density is of the float. Okay, so which density will be higher? Whether the density of the liquid or the gas will be higher, or the density of the float will be higher? Please let me in the comments box with the reason. Right? Okay, now if I talk about the application point of view, so simply this rotameter works widely used in the industry. For example, in the water line, in the DM water line, okay, in the process water line, in process liquid line also I have seen the rotameters. Okay, as well as it is also used in the laboratories. You will see in our laboratories, to monitor or to control the flow, we use the rotameter, because this is very simple in construction, okay, and very easy to use, as well as it is like with cost point of view also it is easy, or it is cheap, right? And when we use the rotameter, so there are so many advantages. For example, very simple in construction, right? There is the reliability when we use the rotameter, easy of installation. Okay, if I talk about the installation, so it is always installed in the vertical direction, right? Why in the vertical direction? Because there is a float. If you will install it in a like horizontal direction, so this float will not work. That's why the installation is always will be in the vertical direction. Okay, please remember this. Okay, the transparent tube design allows for the easy visual inspection. Okay, you could simply see in a field as well. Okay, and you could monitor the flow. And you will see some like nowadays rotameter is also comes with the transmitter. Okay, means rotameter with transmitter also comes, so that you could simply see this in the DCS room as well. Okay, the flow rate or the flow of the pipeline you could simply see from the DCS as well. It also comes with the transmitter, right? So I hope you understood about the rotameter. What is the rotameter, how the rotameter works, what is the advantages of the rotameter in a industry, right? I hope you understood about the rotameter. If you have any doubt in this video, please let me in the comments box. I'll definitely give the reply of your question as soon as possible. So that's all for the today's video. Thanks for watching. Till then, keep learning. Thank you.